let me tell you, number one, Putin loves Israel. And I heard this from him before he got to know Netanyahu. When I think of Netanyahu, actually, I remember the first time they met. It was a Hanukkah event in the synagogue, and as we say, Hashgacha Pratit, we invited President Putin, and a few days later, we heard that Bibi Netanyahu is in town. So we told Bibi, actually, if you come to the synagogue on Hanukkah, I don't know if you do that in Israel every time, but if you'll come on Hanukkah, you might meet somebody interesting. And Bibi and Putin met, Netanyahu and Putin met actually at the synagogue. Later they went into a room and they had a long discussion. It was actually my office for close to 2 hours. And that was the beginning of a relationship that has been going on already for 18 years. So I think that, let me tell you, number one, Putin loves Israel. And I heard this from him before he got to know Netanyahu. He came here, he was invited to Israel when he was deputy mayor of St. Petersburg, at that time Leningrad. He visited the country. He came back home and he told his wife, we are taking a trip to Israel. I want our kids to see how people were able to turn the desert into a land of milk and honey. And he said he took his family and traveled Israel from north to south, from Matula till Beersheba, till Eilat. He really went and saw everything. And he was really impressed for what he saw. And he says, it's something that we can learn from. That's number one. Number two, you have over 1 million Russian-speaking Jews living in Israel. That's a very strong connection with Russia. He feels that this is a strong bridge that can help. Number three, I think Israel has been a good friend to Russia. If you look today, what's going on in the world, sanctions and all of that, Israel has shown that, you know, their friendship is strong, and I think that was an important message.
You who build these altars now to sacrifice our children, you must not do it anymore. The scheme is not a vision, you never ever have been tempted by a demon that alone a God. Who stand above them now, your hatchets blunt and bloody, you were not there before. When I lay upon a mountain, and my father's hand was trembling with the beauty, I mean the beauty of the world.
Number one, Putin loves Israel.
If you call me brother now, forgive me, but I must inquire, just according to whose plan. When it all comes down to dust, I will kill you if I must, or help you if I can. When it all comes down to dust, I'll help you if I must, and I'll kill you if I can. And shame upon this uniform, the man of peace, the man of war. The peacock spreads his deadly fan. Until the next time, friends. Thank you.